also southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
Taking it to 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
Around.
Right to the air is Burrow.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now it's Burrow.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt.
DeAndre Carter back deep. And taken right on the 30. Yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here. 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, LA! Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They'll kind of get a look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The slot man in motion right.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
I'm wondering.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Slot man moves right.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. After the loss, they'll come on 2nd and 13.
The tackle made at the 47.
Burrow looking to pass. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. A first carry for Samaje Perine.
A tackle made by J.T. Woods.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Those let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
11 empty.
Play action. It's Burrow. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they are able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Bengals 3.
On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And some room to run now. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert now. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They snap it to Herbert. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down to hands of the wrong team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The slot man in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident.
And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today. But sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Hits his running back, Pirine. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To the right side and complete to Hurst. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On one, right?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they look to move the chains.
11 empty, 11 empty. 12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure on his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Herbert just beat the play clock. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
He was brought down by J.T. Williams. A gain of a yard. And the Bengals first down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit in anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for LA. 46 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Here we go, here we go.
Full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
11.
Burrow now, off the bootleg. Throwing for Chase on the crosser, he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They go play action with Burrow.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First down.
Mixing up the middle. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to try to shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
11 empty. 11 empty. 11 empty. Go.
Burrow will throw. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Bengals 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Second down and 3. It's Eckler again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's brought down at the 31.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
They got to go.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter. So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Herbert to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
A loss of 2 yards.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
couldn't settle the winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try and run for him with Spiller. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
First throw in overtime for Herbert. And Allen's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here on first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in a position to let your kicker out on it.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Now time to see what Burrow can do here at OT. They'll roll him out right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be rolled down at about the 30-yard line. On third down, Mixon. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. Now a timeout called for by the offense.
So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
McPherson on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
He don't like that goddamn shaft I just gave him, boy. What color? I'm gonna wear orange. They ain't gonna let us do that. I'm gonna have to wear white. I'm gonna wear white. And he ain't like that shit at all, boy. But goddamn, bro, like you had beat me 4 straight times, nigga. You deserve to take 1 loss.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go. 11 MT, hey.
Burrow on play action. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 33 yards. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. In this offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
15 more yards. That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson, 27 yards. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11. Stop.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got room. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. He was out there waving his arms. Well, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, 36 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Now after the
touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come
What you say,
out of the end
Mason?
zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Alright, I'll turn it into.
Drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this game. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Oh, what a catch.
They're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they go play action now. Burrow. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
Oh, they robbed me. They fuck me every time, dog. They fuck me every time. Every time they fuck me. They get me every time, dog. I always be trying to tell y'all they be hoeing me. That's a prime example right there.
On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feeder down.
That is fucking 6 points, man. What the fuck?
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Here we go, here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter.
Oh, I tried to goddamn get him hung up.
Yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Burrow. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Like one thing, do something
Here we
else.
go.
2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
That is not what I meant to do.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game.
I didn't think
First half touchdowns.
you could do. Well, he really ran into it. God, that's the only reason he did.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives. And
That's not even what I wanted to do. I was trying to move the running back out of the formation, and I fucking sent Jamar Chase, and that,
No surprise.
I guess that confused everything.
Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
after the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench.
He was supposed to have somebody covering him, and man, I don't understand how that happens.
Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Ah.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running
That was
back.
wrong.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to look out the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
He'll let this go
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
we
end
got to do
zone.
that.
And this is incomplete.
Bro, that was triple coverage
Six
and he
points
came.
right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's what I'm saying.
Rodgers again now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Bro, it wouldn't let me attack this football.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after
That
back-to-back
was not that. It was
incompletions.
just calling this guy.
Rodgers going to throw.
Oh!
Caught on the right side by Jones. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Packers. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this.
Boy, you made me throw that bitch up to the
The first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses.
He kind of confused me, though,
Have to be
with that
enjoying
double.
this to see all
I
these
ain't even
points
cap.
come up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On third down, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11, 11, 11.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow.
Oh, my goodness, he confused me.
Chase, but it's intercepted.
He didn't even go the right route. So he ran the right route. I just
Packers are
fucked
going
up.
to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
No. What happened was I thought he was going to a post, and I threw it. And I tried to throw it. I just fucked up.
Big time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Touchdown.
I forgot what the route was.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful.
Aaron Rodgers like that.
Bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
I think that's a good way to look at it, a good way to think about it, but maybe you get to it in a little different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence up. So maybe get a couple of easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try to get things settled down.
Still in the first half here.
Oh my God.
Second down, but this one is incomplete.
Like so open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver.
That is insane.
And that will send them back to the drawing board.
Hey, I appreciate you not coming to the crib. I said, let's get some of that cash.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Burrow looking to pass. Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him about the 43. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to walk one deep left side here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Okay, I was like,
and he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get three before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
26, and 30. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. In motion goes the tight end. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for them. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they've got 2 for 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
177 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Mixon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. first down carry by Jones. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On play action, Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
You got this one, big dog.
Watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Flow monitor, a tool that gives small business.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
26.
Rodgers now to throw. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points. So there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got his big tight end here.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
65 yards.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 73 yards. And the Packers have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for him. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, here's Mixon. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Hey, resend it. I gotta fix their roster. I forgot.
Thank you so much for your patience. I tried to verify the information of the check. We are still in the process of validating the check and processing it. Really important that every check that you deposit during a non-working day, which is Saturday and Sunday,
Yeah. Well, that's not the problem I have. I'm fine with waiting till in the morning. It's the fact you guys want me to wait till the 10th.
yes, that's where I was going to go. So you get a preliminary email the day that you deposit the check. If it's not during a weekday, we have to go ahead and finish the validation and the verification process that goes in tonight, which is the first business day, and then we get the confirmation of the check release day and funds tomorrow morning. We are on the process of validating and getting those funds. As soon as we get those funds are going to be available on the account. For us to know exactly when the funds are going to be available, we need to wait until tomorrow for that validation and verification process to happen overnight, and then get the information. If there's not going to be a hold, then the funds are going to be available tomorrow. If there is a hold, then we will be able to see why and what's the reason tomorrow morning.
Okay, I'll call back tomorrow. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day.
All right.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I hear my work phone call.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Why is everybody calling him out?
A quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Prescott now from the 50. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw is Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the
touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The free safety Malik Hooker there in coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And now they'll throw with Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Here's Allen to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A gain of 30 on the play.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Allen going to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Prescott from the gun. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Prescott yet again. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost him.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
After the sack on first down, Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw again on 2nd down, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. What we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Fourth down, Prescott. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's good.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there and decided to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all of those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I bet we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down carry by Allen. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Complete to Jake Ferguson.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To the air again, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Singletary is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Singletary again, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bills 47, Cowboys 20.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down.
Bro, I don't have an answer. I don't know.
2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted.
I don't know.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills
This shit crazy.
possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. To throw, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
TDs, I got the mids. Jesus Christ.
It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
It doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
The kick by Marr is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it?
Bro, are you serious?
Do you kick it deep? To me,
Bro, what? Oh my God.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On the delay, here's Hines. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PA.
Oh, my God.
Yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Fucking Dallas, man. God damn.
This defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. Better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort?
I'll be back by the time you go to work. We're going to break the tie today. Somebody going to be up or somebody going to be driving the farm truck. I'm going to go ahead and shake it down, though. Which I'm still above Tony Wiggs.
So they'll get another shot on offense.
I said I'm still above Tony and Wiggs. I mean, why do I got to shake the farm truck?
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
This is some of the bitch.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see what they do. Oh, Prescott stripped. Now this is picked.
Bro, when he feel like he dive on it. I just tried to pick it up and dive on it. They fucking did that bullshit right there.
Sealing it with an offensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
You don't eat no ass.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
The ass, right? You don't eat them ass. You don't.
Last nigga ass I ate, you
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5
So you
now.
have the ass.
I tried to put up on you that face with a burning clip.
So you ain't trying to use no fingers in the ass.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, you lucky to be alive, bitch.
So here's the kickoff now as they get it again following that fumble return for a score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
What the fuck, man?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
I'll catch you when I get back.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard